Hey guys, it's time for the second episode of the Everton Career Mode. Obviously the first episode went live yesterday at the time of recording this, which is the day of the premiere, before the premiere. So I don't know what's happened in the premiere, but I did film that episode yesterday at about 6:30. Obviously, we don't know who that King goalkeeper was in the last episode. I will give you that. I'm not even gonna tell any. Obviously, you guys have obviously seen the premiere. I haven't, because obviously it hasn't actually been uploaded yet. But we don't obviously know who it is. Obviously, I'm filming this on the day of the premiere and it hasn't gone live yet, so you guys don't know what I'm on about. I mean, you will after this, because obviously it will be live. After this video will be live afterwards, so I need to have a look who that King goalkeeper was for Wolves. If you did watch the premiere, you'd know who I'm on about, because he was causing us trouble in the last episode of this career mode. His name is Tom King. He's a Welsh goalkeeper. He's 6'4". He's 28 years old and he's right-footed. We're going to get him scouted, just like we are going to, obviously, not scout Jose Sarr. He is in poor form. That'll explain why they had Tom King last episode starting for them. He got a value of 10 million. We might be able to get a good deal on that. Probably not, though, depending on how we obviously play. A player I do want to obviously bring to Everton, though, before the transfer window is over, is Donny van de Beek. Obviously, he had that loan in 2021-2022 season for the 6 months. He's currently on loan at Frankfurt. He's 75 rated and he's worth 5 million. Probably not going to happen though. Another player I want to sign next season is Artem Dovbyk of Roma in real life, Girona in the game. He's got release clause of 63.1 million. That would be a very good signing for next season. Obviously, he is going to be our main transfer target next season. We've only got 3 million, but we have obviously got Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Beto on the transfer list. We are just waiting for an offer off them. It's currently the 28th of August 2023 in game. We're on the 24th, 9th, 30th, and now we're on the transfer deadline day. We've got a transfer offer though off Bournemouth for Nathan Patterson. 4.65 million for the 21 Scottish right wing back. We're going to reject the offer. He's basically going to be the next Seamus Coleman of the team, where he probably won't leave, but he'll definitely play a lot of games for us. Basically like the next Leighton Baines, as well as Seamus Coleman. One of the transfer rumours on Nathan Ake is Nathan Ake going to Atletico de Madrid, which I'd love to see in real life, but it probably won't happen. And Nicolo Barella obviously going to Manchester City as well. And then we've got Ricky van Wolfswinkel from Twente going to Burnley. That's another rumour. We've got Eddie Nketiah leaving Arsenal to go to Getafe on loan. We've got Santiago Castro going from Bologna to Strasbourg on loan, and Callum Wilson going to Bayer Leverkusen for 27.4 million. But today's top deals are Youssef and Nesri joining Spurs, so they've got their Richarlison / Harry Kane replacement. The Callum Wilson obviously going to Bayer Leverkusen, and we've got Giovanni Lo Celso leaving Spurs to go to Girona. Now that's a very good transfer from Girona there. The team is currently looking like Pickford, Mikalenko, Branthwaite, Kior, Patterson, Onana, Doucouré, Cordova, obviously Danjuma, Richarlison and Santos up top. Danjuma wants to realistically get form in the game this season, because he's not really had any form. Carlos Soler leaves PSG on loan as he goes to Osasuna. Levi Garcia leaves Athens and goes to Wolfsburg for 18.9 million, and Abdul Malek Al-Ayri leaves Livingston and goes to Motherwell. That's just in the second hour of deadline day, so we now go to the third hour of deadline day. Jared Branthwaite to Manchester United. 28.2 million. We are not letting go of Jared Branthwaite at all in his career mode. I don't know how many seasons I'm going to have to do to get Everton, obviously, the Champions League, to even get Champions League football to begin with. Obviously, we are trying it. Finally, I mean, it's not a transfer offer for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We'd had one off Spurs, but obviously Spurs were obviously better than us, and at the point they didn't have a Nezri. So realistically, though, that's when he was only 77 rated. He's now 78. We've got a loan offer from RCD Mallorca for him for 2 years. So a 2-year deal brings him. So he'll come back when he's 28. Has 2 seasons of growth there at Mallorca. I'm going to accept the deal. He is transfer offer listed though. Just like Beto. As Robin Normand's now gone to AC Milan for 38.4, and Jonathan David goes to Athletic Bilbao for 32.7. I have actually done an Athletic Bilbao career mode on FC24. I finished it on the 5th of August last month, obviously, and I won the Champions League with him in 4 seasons. So obviously it is easy to do, but it's not. It does take quite a lot of money being spent, even on that's just on the youth academy. So I did youth academy only. So I kept Nico and Inaki Williams, because obviously they were there already, and they were actually from the area of Spain where they are allowed to buy from. Oh, I do see a good player here. Where is he? Abdul Fatawu. Obviously, we are going to scout him because I think we can get him next season as the replacement for Thingy. Danjuma. We've got Jonathan Akone as well. Unlike that we could sign. I feel like Alexis Sanchez. He is actually available for purchase. He's 8.5 mil though. We haven't got 8.5 million to spend. Anthony Martial, right then. 7.6, so we'll do a straight swap for Beto. Because he's only got 10 months left on his contract. Or we do wait till January and get him for free for next season. I wanted to try to play a swap. So I went in negotiations with Anthony Martial. I offered them Beto and they just straight up said no. They wanted 9.5 million in return rather than Beto. So we'll be waiting until January to hopefully get the deal over the line. Tom King, obviously, let's be honest, he's number 40. He hasn't even got a real face in game. Donny van de Beek has a real face, like Artem Dovbyk hasn't. Abdul Fatawu has not. But Anthony Martial obviously has. Because Anthony Martial's had it since FIFA 16. We are now in FC 24. Obviously. I've obviously had Scout at this thingies as well. The coaches that you could get for the player development who goes quicker. I've gotten to the highest bit I could, as Dominic Calvert-Lewin has now left the club on a 2-year loan to go to Mallorca in Spain. So hopefully he's going to have a good time in Mallorca. They obviously do need a striker, and that's the striker that they've chose for Dominic Calvert-Lewin. We're definitely not paying all of his wages. They are paying half of them. We are paying half of them. So we're now going to the second hour of deadline day. Nestori Inconda. Inconda goes from whatever club that was, I'll say in a second, to Celta Vigo in the Spanish league. I think it was I think it's like Melbourne FC. But Nestori Inconda is actually a very good player, to be fair. As Nicolo Barella does go to Manchester City for 89.8 million. Mikel Oyarzabal leaves Real Sociedad to go to Barcelona. I'm surprised they even have the funds to afford that. Let's be real. As we finally have another offer now for Nathan Patterson, which we again I'm going to reject. But this time we've also got a loan to buy for Joao Virginia. We are going to go for a 1-year loan for Joao Virginia with 1 hour left though of deadline day. It's not looking likely it's going to happen, but it probably will. As more as the rumours are Eduardo Quaresma from Sporting going to Arsenal, Lorenzo Pellegrini going to Spurs. Don't know why they'd sign Pellegrini unless they're doing it for the central attacking midfielder position, when they've obviously got James Maddison or Son that could play in that position, and Ivan Toney going to Milan, which in real life he's just gone to Al Ali for like £40 million or something stupid like that. Sheffield United up next, and they are 4th place in the table with 7 points. We are 3rd in the table with 7 points, and Chelsea are 2nd in the table with 7 points. Manchester City are 5th with 6 points, and Manchester United have won all 3 of their first games. Their first 3 games, which I know most of my viewers are Man United fans, so they'd be happy about that. They haven't played their 4th game yet though. West Ham have just jumped above us, Chelsea, Sheffield, basically everyone is on 7 points, because they were where Manchester City were, which was 6th or 7th or 8th even. They could have been 7, 8, 6, 8 or 9, 8th, 7th or 6th. But they are now 2nd because they won their 4th game. They've only lost to who, bearing in mind, because they played on the Luton on the 1st of September. Obviously, we'll have a look at the schedule so we can decide what game we are going to simulate this episode. I think we're going to simulate Brentford, play Sheffield United, play Arsenal, and play Luton, and then simulate the game against Brentford, which yes is a Premier League game, but we haven't also got a Carabao Cup game to do this month, seeing as we got knocked out in today's, technically yesterday's episode, because this is going to be going up tomorrow, the day I'm recording this. This will be going up on the 16th at the time I'm recording this. Today it's the 15th. As we finally get to the game against Sheffield United, they are rated 3.5 stars. They've got the attack rating of 70, the midfield rating of 74, and a defence rating of 72. Yes, probable lineup starts with Arabi, Burkhardt, Tom Davis, an Everton Youth Academy player, Vinny Souza, Gustavo Heimer, Osborne, Egan, Trusty, Ahmad Hozic, Baldock, Gribic, and then West Fodringham, Broughton Diaz, Archer, Bogle, Basham, Norwood, Brewster on the bench. Their tactical vision is obviously balanced, which is standard. Their key attacking players are Burkhardt and Gustavo Heimer. Burkhardt is obviously one of the new signings that they've made, and it's clearly keeping them in the fight here for Champions League football, but it's really too early on to really call it anything. We are just going to jump straight into the game, and I'll see you when we actually get into the game. Okay guys, we are in the game now. Vinny Souza Arabi kicks us off, and then we go straight back to Vinny Souza. Now Burkhardt back to Arabi, who nearly gets intercepted there by Cordova, but then we lose it again. Arabi, now Burkhardt again. Mikalenko's there to win it back. Kiel, Ducore. So we drew yesterday's game against Wolves in the game. They should do Abdoulaye Ducore now. What can he do? His turn. Finds Sebastian Cordova, who finds Danjuma, the man we've told to pick up his form recently. For Gribic with a save though. It's a very good save as well from the Sheffield United man. Nuno Santos curls this one in. Trusty wins it though. Kiel. Nuno Santos on the ball. I can play on this left hand side, cut inside, but Baldock is there. Danjuma now comes back across. Gustavo Heimer. They've got a game against Spurs next. Burkhardt. Branthwaite's there again. Burkhardt's there though. And now it's Arabi. Burkhardt, Branthwaite. Now it's Keogh Patterson. Now Patterson for Onana. Onana finds Richarlison. Richarlison finds Ducore. And Ducore finds Nuno Santos, who goes to turn. Can't shoot, unfortunately, as John Egan's there. to stop me from even getting it near the goal, to even try and get one into the goal. Braithwaite's there, and now it's Doucouré. Doucouré now finds Onana. Onana. Back to Doucouré. Doucouré. Back to Onana. Now Onana finds Mykolenko on this left hand side. Mykolenko with this space finds Danjuma, who had. He's offside though on now Danjuma. Which you can't really fault him for. It was probably a mistake. Anyway, obviously he just hasn't got the best vision and he hasn't got the best position in the team. Anyway, that's obviously not even Richarlison. It's actually Garrett Braithwaite. Sebastian Cordova wins the ball back. Danjuma. Onana. Onana finds Patterson. Patterson then finds Nuno Santos. Davies. Fidi Souza. Arabi. Burkhardt. Mykolenko's there. Doucouré. Sebastian Cordova on this left hand side. Cordova has to find someone. He finds Doucouré, who gets the shot away and nearly squeezes it as he gets past the defender. As the two defenders that was in his way, he gets past them somehow and somehow sneaks a shot at Gribic, but it's still no shots for them. But it's Arabi finds Ben Osborne. Doucouré. Onana. Now Onana finds Cordova. Cordova finds Richarlison. Them two have already got a link up going this season. I can already feel it. It's going to be something good. Cordova. Danjuma. Turns. Sends it through. Doucouré couldn't finish it off. And that is half time of the game. I'm going to make changes and come back to you in the second half. Okay guys, we have made some substitutions for the second half. We've brought Van Hecke on for Braithwaite. We've swapped Keogh down so he's over on the left side, and we've got Van Hecke obviously on the right side where he originally played. We've brought on McNeil for Danjuma and Nunes on for Doucouré. And mainly because Nunes is obviously the younger player, so he should obviously get more game time than the aging Doucouré, who was 74 rated by the way at the beginning of his career. He's now 76 because I turned him into a centre midfielder rather than because originally he was a central attacking midfielder. I believe we've still got James Garner in the team. I'm not actually certain. I think so. We should, because obviously he was there in real life. I think he's actually on loan. Anyway, second half begins now. Patterson. Van Hecke. Keogh. Van Hecke again. Patterson. Van Heck. Keogh. Finds Mykolenko. Finds Onana. Finds Nunez. Who finds Nuno Santos. Might be able to run past Ben Osborne, which he has just about. Ben Osborne, let's run past Richarlison. Nearly gets it past Gribic again. Or I don't know how you say the goalkeeper's name, but you know. I'm going to go Gribic or Gribic. We'll keep on playing it. And now it's Arabi, who has all the space to himself. Jakob Keogh comes running back, slides in, and blocks the ball from even reaching Jordan Pickford. As Dwight McNeil wants to get involved for the first time this season. In the Premier League match he has. Nunez, Richarlison, can he do? Can Richarlison run around here? Run around the defender, he can't. As he gets taken down, Patterson's going to take this long free kick to Van Hecke into Mykolenko. Now Mykolenko finds Dwight McNeil. The former Burnley man, he's gone down. It will be a free kick given. Nuno Santos curls this one in for the back stick. It's going to be Onana! Off Johnny Egan. Or Joe Egan, whatever it is. As Dwight McNeil's at the edge of the box. It's Dwight McNeil. It's run through Dwight McNeil! Gribic again though. Is keeping Sheffield United level. Tom Davies. Brewster. The failed Liverpool wonderkid. Burkhardt again. Van Hecke's there. Van Hecke is such a good defender. We've done a good signing there. Sebastian Cordova nearly sends Richarlison through. Couldn't. Vinny Souza. We might definitely sign him next season for the central defensive midfielder position and turn Onana mainly into like a centre back, no, into like a actual centre mid rather than a CDM. Nunez forward now. Onana. Nunez again. Goes to find that bottom corner, couldn't, and it's still 0-0 in the 77th minute. Remember, we've got we've got 2 more games. If we don't play this, if we don't win this one, it's going to be Kiel. We merely stole it there. Santos, Richarlison. It's gone in off Ben Osborne, but we lead at Bramall Lane. Mega start to today's episode for Richarlison. We'll have a poll on the channel starting from obviously from this video on the community tab that says the player of the episode. And right now for me, it has to be Jakub Kiel. We'll see how he gets on obviously in the next 2 games. We obviously face Arsenal next at the Emirates. Cordova is still with Cordova. He goes down. Joey going there, takes me down. Onana. What can he do? Finds Nunez. Just sets Nuno off. Nunez back to Nunez again. Save. Dwight McNeil. Offside. But with 4 minutes to go, it's not looking very likely that we are going to get nothing else but a win. We have shut them down in the second half, apart from that run from Arabi, where Jakub Kiel slid in and stopped it. Jakub Kiel's there again to stop now Burkhardt from running run through. Nunez says for Richarlison through. If he scores, he could be player of the episode, but it's a good save there from Grimic. And it fell to Sebastian Cordova, who fell for Nunez. Couldn't get the shot off. And that is the end of the full 90 minutes. And I'll see you back in the menu or at the Arsenal game. Okay guys, we've just gone back to the main menu because the game was a bit slow at loading up, but it is now. It's only just got back to the main menu. We've obviously got like a 10-day breakdown before the next Premier League game and made that 13-day break because obviously the Carabao Cup in between. As we win, we go top of the table on 10 points. Man United still haven't played their game yet though, so they've still only played 3 games. So saw Scout Reports come back, and he's 79 rated. Obviously we knew that on the way. Sam Bell, obviously he was 55 rated in FIFA 22 if you didn't know, and then 60 rated in FIFA 23. I don't think he's a very good player. Jay Stansfield, obviously he's on loan obviously at Birmingham, the team that he actually plays for now, and they spent 15 million on the League One record. Osman Bukhari is actually still a free agent. So is Israel Reye. Anthony Gordon, obviously a Newcastle player. I'd love to bring him back in the Premier League. I think that's what we might do next season. Bring him back. Rob Holding, obviously at Crystal Palace. Vardy, 77 rated. Transfer listed Jamie Vardy is, bearing in mind. Could we snap Jamie Vardy up? I think we can. He's transfer listed, so we could get a deal on Jamie Vardy here. I'm offered 2.3 million for Jamie Vardy, which seems ridiculous. On the Premier League winner. They want 2.7, yeah, I'll take that. Sean Dyche accepts with the deal with Enzo Maresca for a 36-year-old, 77 rated Jamie Vardy, who will only be like 70 rated by the time he reaches us. Yes, please, mate. Because Vardy will be our second backup striker for Beto, actually. Well, actually, obviously for Richarlison, but you know, Beto's. We should have already got. Oh, I know what we're doing. I should have put Beto with a new and save the cash. That's gonna be a big letdown. We can't even afford his wages. Can we get rid of the bonus maybe and try and afford it that way? Can we get rid of the signing bonus? just add it all to the wage, which is 21.126. You have 38 grand. It's not going to happen without obviously the straight swap for Beto. But I think Beto would be too good for the Championship because he's not good enough for the Premier. He's too good for the Championship. Dean Sudamana could be a good player as well for the Premier League. Obviously, he's had that Premier League experience when he was obviously in the Premier League. Marcos Tavernier from Bournemouth on loan to Osasuna. I think we're done though for signings for the season. Realistically, I don't think we need those signings this season unless we start like having a massive collapse or we have an injury or something. Man United would have played that game now, and I'm pretty sure they did win. Actually, I think they won 3-0 against their. I think whoever their opponent was. Dovbyk is 81 rated, 26. Richarlison's 26. It depends now who the heck I want. Which, to be fair, with Dovbyk, could we get a straight swap? Depends. Bukhari 72 rated. Israel Ray 74 rated. He's definitely not going to be good enough. I just think if we can get Artem Dovbyk at the club for January maybe, so we do a straight swap with Richarlison. I like Richarlison, yes, don't get me wrong. Is he the player that's going to realistically win us trophies? No. Richarlison 26, he's only 26 million though. They want 5.3. It is doable if we can bring that down a tiny bit to like 3 mil, and then 10% sell-on clause, which they will accept. They will accept the deal. Richarlison and 3 million. We may have slightly overpaid with the 10% sell-on clause because I don't think we're really going to sell Artem Dovbyk in his entire career mode. Because it depends on how long it'll take, but we definitely have enough in the wage. Disregard the release clause. We got that bonus has cost us, so we can submit that. I want slightly more. I'll take that. That is a deal done for January. Richarlison and 3 million for the real life one of the Ballon d'Or contenders in real life, Artem Dovbyk. Hopefully he's going to come in January and revolutionise the side, because that's who I want to build the team around of Artem Dovbyk. He's got 83 pace, 80 shooting, 68 passing, 75 dribbling, 34 defending. He's got better defending than Beto. Slightly worse defending than obviously Cordova, because Cordova obviously plays a deeper role than him. But Artem Dovbyk is in for January, and because obviously we have signed this season now. Technically speaking, Richarlison, Kior, Nunez, Van Hecke, Nuno Santos, and Sebastian Cordova. The first signing we actually made though was Richarlison. I'm back. I took like a 10-minute break. Anyway, obviously, guys, you know what just happened. Also, we just signed Artem Dovbyk. We've signed obviously Cordova, Richarlison, Kiel, Van Hecke, Santos. That's it. I do need. I believe James Garner is in the team. I don't remember selling it. But for some reason he's not showing up on the thingy. So let me just search him up on the transfer thingy real quick. Because I swear we never sold him. Look, James Garner, 22-year-old centre mid. Brighton. Why is he at Brighton? Oh yeah, I did sell him. I sold him for Nunez. I sold him to generate the cash for Nunez, which we obviously got profit from on the Nunez deal. We could literally have £0 in our budget. Anyway, to the Arsenal game. The current Premier League standings are us top, Man United second, West Ham third, Liverpool fourth, Chelsea fifth. City are nowhere to be seen because Manchester City are 10th place with 2 wins and 2 losses, which means that you're telling me then Manchester City lost to Fulham, a team we beat by the way, They battered Burnley 4-1 at the beginning of the season. They beat Newcastle. And then they lost to Sheffield United. We have beat every team they have lost to. What is going on in this career mode, guys? I mean, yeah, that's a normal bottom three. Luton, Bournemouth, Nottingham Forest. So you know what, guys? We're actually going to play the Brentford game and simulate the Luton game, which means we simulate the final game of the episode, which is going to be weird. You know what, guys? We're actually not going to do that. We're actually going to sim the Arsenal game instead. Quick sim. See what we can do against Arsenal. We actually win the game 3-2. And they open the scoring as well, by the way. No, we opened the scoring with Nuno Santos goal in the 3rd minute to open the scoring. Just before half time, they made a substitution where they brought on Kai Havertz for Declan Rice. Then Saka scored in the 47th. We scored in the 49th for Richarlison. Then Martinelli scored to make it 2-2 in the 57th minute. And then Richarlison leaves it late in the 89th minute to win the game for us. And it was all them. Every time we shot the ball, basically, it went in. Whereas Pickford played very well against, obviously, Aaron Ramsdale in goal, bearing in mind for Arsenal, which I obviously don't normally do. Richarlison on the match with a 9.7. Normal stuff for the boys. That means we remain unbeaten. Arsenal are now in the relegation zone even more. They actually might be in the relegation zone if Bournemouth and that one. But no, they're not, because Brentford are still below them at 16th, Arsenal 15th. Burnley 17th, Notts Forest 18th. Luton are now 19th after they drew against, I think it's like Liverpool. Fulham. Again, Luton are getting a point against Fulham, a team we beat. Who have Manchester United actually drew to? Because if they've actually drew to some decent teams that we have played, I'd be very surprised. Brighton, yeah, we've not played them yet though. And Arsenal, we beat them. We beat them better than Man United. For now. I was like, there's no way we're winning the league in this first season, even though we've got 13 points. How unfair would that work? How would that work at the G-Tech Community Stadium anyway? We've got Tom King at the scout fullback. Let's see that Cooper. He is 64 rated and he kept us out. He only kept one out of that whole match. He's worth 350k. He's on 8.5 grand a week. Abdul Fattah is 75 rated, 10.5 million. We should not need to scout Anthony Gordon. Can the game do it so if a player has played for the club before, you do not have to scout them? I thought that's just unfair. Vincent Reye, the backup keeper for Norwich, currently on actual loan to Forest Green, a team that's definitely not going to be at FC 25, mainly because they've been relegated out of the Football League. Anyway, as we head forward now to the Everton game, the team that only have 3 points to their name this season, we have 10 more than them. We have 13, they have 3, also have 5. No, 4. Anthony Gordon is 80 rated. Again, the team should know that already. Suleiman is 72 and Holding's 74. No. Ain't signing a single one of them this January. I can tell you that for a fact because we have not got no cash left. Milan lose 2-0 to Newcastle in the Champions League, so we'll actually have a look at the Champions League because that's actually now just kicked off. So the Champions League winner, the Champions League It looks like this in Group A. We've got Galatasaray top and Man United second as they both won their first games. Man United beat Bayern by 1. That puts them second because Galatasaray beat Copenhagen 2-0. And if that somehow happens, what is going on in this career mode? Is it career mode cursed? Because we should not be top of the Premier League and Bayern Munich should not be losing to Manchester United. Then again, we don't actually know the Man United team that they put out for that game, so maybe. And Group B, it looks like this: Sevilla top because they were the only team to actually win their first opening game as they beat Lens 1-0. Arsenal third because they drew PSG 3-3. Group C looks like Napoli and Real Madrid are obviously going to walk it, as Real Madrid beat Union Berlin 3-1 and Napoli beat Braga 2-1. Benfica and Real Sociedad are top of their group in D as they both won 3-1. Well, actually, Benfica won 3-1, Real Sociedad won 3-2. Atletico de Madrid and Feyenoord are top of Group E. Celtic are bottom, even though they conceded 2, but enough that Lazio conceded 3. Lazio scored. Newcastle top of the group as they're the only team to win in Group F, the group of death. And then PSG and Dortmund drew 3-3, while Manchester City and Leipzig both batter, as Manchester City batter Sivasspor 7-2. And RB Leipzig only beat Young Boys by 1. Porto and Barca beat Ingy, and Porto battered Shakhtar Donetsk 5-0 without Mikhail Mudryk. City do win this Super Cup. Europa League. West Ham win. Brighton lose. Liverpool win. I'm just gonna check all the competitions that Premier League clubs are in at. Aston Villa beat AZ Alkmaar 2-1, and there's the end of that competition. And now it's time for the Premier League game against Brentford, and I will definitely see you in the game. Actually, we are doing training first, so we're currently doing outside the box shots. We've scored all 3 efforts, and then as soon as I go back to actually start filming, we miss it, and then Doucouré scores it with Nuno Santos missing it. Now Nuno Santos goes for the goal. Doucouré top bins it, bro. There's training. We got enough points for it, and I'll see you in the game's kicked off now. Really on the ball for McGregor. Cordova comes across to cut him off, and Unana then cuts over Tony off, who clearly did not leave the club to Man United. Sebastian Cordova now forward to Richarlison, hit offside. There is Richarlison. Actually, you weren't actually. It was a free kick given, apparently. I don't get why. I think we did a foul accidentally, but I'm turning now to Kevin Shade. Shade now forward to Zanka. I've done a promo with Brentford as well. We didn't actually do it though, really. We just did a couple matches in the career modes. Obviously learned Brentford's team a little bit. There's Ivan Toney on the ball. Pickford with a good save, and Ivan Toney nearly squeezes that in at Pickford's near post. As they cross that in, McGregor goes for that over. Corey wins it. Zanka shoots rather than passes it, and that's a massive mistake from Brentford there. Zeus Corey on the ball. Onana, number 8, finds Cordova. Richarlison stays up on the ball, finds Doucouré, who goes for the shot, and it's a goal for us. And it's a very early goal. It's a 16th minute goal for Doucouré. Abdoulaye Doucouré at the goal. Not scored no goals this season. He's finally scored his first. So he wins the ball back then from Brentford. Cordova finds Richarlison, who goes for it again. Saved by Flecken. Nuno Santos curls that in. Finds Ivan Toney's head. Arnold Danjuma goes for a goal! And he nearly gets that in from the edge of the box. He chests it down, goes for a volley, and just narrowly misses it. And it's narrowly wide of the post. We're going to simulate the game against Luton. I'm going to do 2 episodes in today's episode instead of all 3 like we did yesterday's episode. But obviously yesterday's episode was the first episode of the season. Of the series, as now it's Brearley again for Kevin Shade. Ivan Tony. Tony now skips past, but Keogh, Jakub Keogh, definitely deserves player of the episode for this performance, obviously against Sheffield United and obviously Brentford so far. I don't know about his performance against Arsenal, but he did actually get a 9.2 match rating. And now Nuno Santos here can't send away Richarlison, Brearley for Kevin Shade. Their highest rated player is obviously Ivan Tony. There's Trevitt on the outside of the boot and he's just whacked it at Jordan Pickford. It's a very good save though, to be fair, from Pickford. As they are heading now with McGregor. Doucouré wins the ball back for us as he blocks it. Cordova, Branthwaite, Nuno, no, there's Rico Henry's there as he intercepts it. Kevin Shade, Patterson now chasing Kevin Shade. He crossed that in. Clear though by Jakub Keogh. Being it forward, McGregor now Trevitt. Hickey. McGregor. Brearley. Doucouré wins it back now for us. Doucouré now sets for Richarlison 3, but he can't get past Zanka. Looks like the game will end half time at 1-0 to us as we lead at half time. We're going to make no changes so far. We will though in the second half make changes eventually as Nuno Santos there just gets that round the defender and also then gets past the Zanka. Rico Henry has to come back across. Nuno Santos goes for it! Flecken just about reaches it. Just to get it right and over the bar. Danjuma's crossed in. Keogh! Saved by Flecken. And it will be crossed back in now from Danjuma. Same power, same angle. Nuno Santos this time wins it! And it's a goal, it's 2-0. This is the dominance of the week I have. Our average age has been brought down by at least 2 years. With us selling Seamus Coleman. Just to make Patterson have game time. We've still got Ashley Young though, don't get us wrong. We still have Ashley Young on that bench that he will be getting a bunch of game time. But now it is time for the substitutions in the 55th minute. We will bring on Van Hecke for Branthwaite again, as them two are the youngest players in the team. Obviously Keogh 23, Van Hecke 23 as well. We're going to bring in actually Iago Gomez as well for Danjuma. Then we're going to swap Nuno Santos and Gomez on the opposite side. We're also going to bring on Nunez for Doucouré. No, not Gomez. Doucouré. We're going to bring on then obviously that one. We're also going to bring on Ashley Young for Patterson. And that's it for the changes that we've made. 4 substitutions for us. Hopefully they can work out more. Ashley Young, one of the slowest the oldest player in the team. Nunez. Could he set away Richarlison? He has. Richarlison's just won it. Iago Gomez on the ball. That's 76 dribbling. He's now 68 rated, by the way, Iago Gomez. So he's cut inside now, Iago Gomez. Iago Gomez goes for a shot. Blocked though by Ethan Pinnock. Unana. Nunez. Who wants his goal? Who wants his first goal in the shirt? Is it Nunez again? Pinnock just over the bar. But Pinnock lines it just about, gets it over the bar. Nuno Santos to curl this in. Santos gets that high enough. Richarlison off the bar. Nunez. Santos. Finds Kevin Shade on the edge of the box. Onana goes to run for it. Wins the ball back for us. Then gets taken down by Carlos Drop. Mikalenko, Nunez. Gomez. Iago. Go on, Iago. Gomez again. Runs through. Gomez! Oh, and it's just wide of the post. And that could have been his first goal of the season. Remember, the goal for him this season is to get 5 goals with him this season. Honestly, reached the FA Cup final since we got knocked out the Carabao Cup final. As we got knocked out the Carabao Cup by Sunderland 2-1. with an Nathan Burstow winner. The Mason Burstow winner. Gomez can't. He's offside. We want to get him. We realistically want to get him, but at least by 2 goals by at least January, before at least he's 70 rated. Because if we get it before he's 70 rated, it means yes, we waited more game time. Obviously, when he's a better player. But Nunez on the ball, finds Richarlison. Cordova actually then finds Richarlison. But he can't find Richarlison as Rico Henry's there. Cordova's going to put pressure on Flecken here, and Flecken has to blast it away, but he can't get it past at all. Reguilon, Damsgaard in the middle. The breakout star of the Euros in 2021, even though it's 2020 Euros, but yeah, because it didn't happen because of COVID. But now it's Sebastian Cordova, can't turn, with Ethan Pinnock being that close. McGregor, Cordova wins it back, and then Onana wins it back after we lose it again. Onana, Thiago Gomez, and I'm also going to try and get 5 assists with him this season. I'll add that as a goal. If he does, and if he does get 5 goals or 5 assists, so he gets 10 goals contributions this season, he'll get an extra 10. He'll get a new kit number since he's still number 20, and he'll get hopefully a playstyle. Ivan Toney runs through, and Pickford's there, just about to stop it. Richarlison now sends Thiago Gomez through. He versus Rico Henry, who's a lot quicker than him, and Thiago Gomez knows it, goes down. I can hit win the ball, but it's not going to be a penalty. It's going to be a corner kick instead now. It's Nuno Santos to curl this in. It's going to be Richarlison if he can reach it. He can't. Cars drops to the edge of the box, though. It's Gomez. It's now Nunes on the ball. Can Nunes do it? Saved by Flecken. It goes out for another corner. No, it don't. It's the end of the game. I'll see you back in the menu. Okay, guys. It's time to go through the results of the last game. Let's see what the results were when we obviously were playing Brentford. The results of the day. Okay, we'll go all the way to the top of the day. So we've got Aston Villa beating Chelsea 1-0. Arsenal Spurs draw 2-2. I think that was literally the result in real life, I believe, as well. Liverpool beat West Ham 4-2. That puts them second, but they're 4 points behind. They've got the same goal difference, though, but they have scored more goals than us. Sheffield United draw with Newcastle United. Manchester City 2, Nottingham Forest 2. That does not help. Arsenal are now 14 for 5 points with that draw against Spurs. Luton Town 3, Wolves 0. So that now puts Luton Town out of the relegation zone, which means we are definitely going to be playing that game rather than simming it. Crystal Palace lose 3-1 against Fulham. Fulham are now actually in the league 7th ahead of Manchester City, who are 8th. We obviously beat Brentford 2-0, and then Burnley and Man United draw. Bearing in mind, Man United are like 3rd. Burnley is 16th. Obviously then we play Luton in the next game, but we have a notification real quick about obviously Beto's training, which we're going to completely ignore because I do not do training unless we realistically have to. We are going to change his number because he did actually have a good game. We're going to put him to number 17 now. We're going to change it to, we'll have a look at development plan and see how long it'll take to turn him to 69 rated, but it'll take 10 weeks for keeping on it, and it will take 10 weeks either way. What I'm about to say 24 weeks, so yes, we're going to keep him on Wide Playmaker. We're also going to edit him, so he has obviously an all-tucked shirt, because he's still got that tucked in shirt, I actually completely forgot to do it in the last episode. So we need to look for Gomez. He'd be on the bench, because I think it does it in age order, I actually believe. No, it don't. There he is. Thiago Gomez is just above Sebastian Cordova. Thiago Gomez, Argentinian. His birthday is July 28th, and he's born in 2005. He's 5'7", weighing 163 pounds. We're going to give him the untucked t-shirt. We're going to give him the turtleneck on. No, we're not going to give him the regular undershirt. We're going to give him tight fit. And we're also going to give him a change of boots, because the boots he's currently got are not even registered. They're black and yellows. Let's do it so he has a deal with Perma. We're going to give him the Perma Skin Gamer Pro. the nice blue boots. We're also going to give him some black gloves to make him turn into a proper baller. Because he'll be the main player next season. We're going to build realistically the team around him, but obviously he's too young to realistically play every Premier League game, so he won't be. Keogh's now 77 rated. Van Hecke's still 76, so unfortunately when we signed him, obviously he was 74, so technically he's gone up by 2, which isn't bad. We made the changes. It worked because we scored again. We're not going to change the window formula though, and if we are winning at half time, because Luton Town have actually made some serious improvements. If anything, Luton Town are a better team than Brentford are. In by the stats. Because Luton Town's stats is 80, 79, and 80 and 60. No, not 60. 72 in defence. They're attacking 77, and their midfield 82, and their midfield is 78. Whereas Brentford was 68 in midfield. So they technically got they've got an average of 10 overall higher than Brentford do. That's just what the game's saying right there on the pre-match report as their best players right now. As I go to select vision, they are playing kick and rush. Their key defensive player is Anderson, and their key attacking player is Kyogo. I don't know who Kyogo is. I don't even know who Hashioka is, and then that's all our players I basically don't know. I actually did the Luton Town career when I actually first got the game before Christmas as a Christmas present, and I won the league and the Champions League within 3 seasons. I won the league in the second season, won the Champions League in the third season. Bearing in mind we did sign Messi because we didn't really do it realistic mode. We didn't do it realistically, which I'm not going to do in Town Career mode because I actually can't be asked to. Anyways, we head into the final game of today's episode against arguably the weakest side of today's episode. So realistically, we should have simulated this game rather than the Arsenal game. But I'm not going to complain because it means today we could actually get 4 wins from 4 rather than the 3. Rather than the 2 wins from 3 games we actually played yesterday, so we can get the 4 wins from 4 because they've actually got 2 from 1 from yesterday we got 2 from 4. Today we're going to go and get 4 from 4 is Jacob Keogh, Patterson on the ball, now forward to Doucouré. Doucouré now finds Onana, and Onana then finds Sebastian Cordova, who might be able to send Richarlison, but he's going to wait for Arnold Danjuma. Cordova likes to ran through, but Sammy Lokonga's there, the Arsenal man. The man's only out there on loan, remember, Hashioka. Anderson. And their key defensive player, Nakamba, on the ball. Well, let's do Doucouré. Sammy Lokonga again. Can't clear it enough. It's Cordova on the ball. Charleston on the ball. I'll send one up for Doucouré. Doucouré turns. Thomas Kaminski, the former Blackburn goalkeeper, who's there. Now it's Hashioka again. Could Luton here pull off a big upset? Probably if they don't play well, but we are playing well defensively. But not in midfield. We are playing poorly right now in that midfield. Luke Berry again. Can't get it past Luke Berry, but you can't get it past Jacob Keogh, who definitely, if I was to say the player of the episode was, it would definitely be Jacob Keogh, but you guys get to vote. Onana, Mikalenko, Doucouré, Patterson. Patterson's actually a good rider of ours here. Might be able to deserve to win it. Patterson crosses it in. Ooh, Richarlison was waiting for it to be a penalty given. Tom Lockyer takes down Richarlison in the area, and it will be a penalty given. I think for a handball actually though from Tom Lockyer, rather than actually taking him down. It'll be Richarlison to take the right-footed player. I think Kaminski's going to dive to the left, so I'm going to go to the right. Well, he's going to dive right, so I'm going to go to the right side of the goal. Well, his left, but mine right, but yeah. As Richarlison makes it 1-0 at Goodison Park from the spot. He also deserves it, but I've got to give it to Jacob Keogh. This is 5th goal of the season as well, Richarlison. And now it's Hashioka again. On the ball, crossing in for Hugo! Saved by Pickford, and imagine if Pickford was not there, we would have conceded against Luton Town straight after scoring. Patterson, Doucouré, Nuno, Santos has run here through the midfield. Nuno turns, has to find Cordova, Sebastian Cordova finds Danjuma! He's gone for a Trevella on the volley and it should not have done that. He went for a turn away, but it's nearly 2-0. We have not scored more than 3 goals in a game, and that was the game that we even simmed. That just tells you how difficult scoring in this Everton career mode has been for us on world-class difficulty. And now here's Patterson. We've realistically drawn against teams that we should have won. That we should have beat. Nuno Santos going to put pressure on Luke Barrios. Kaminski there makes up, but he makes a big mistake as Luke Barrios on the ball. Nuno Santos wins it back now. Nuno Santos to make it 2-0 at half time. 2-0 at half time. It will be. We could make it for the first game a 3-0 win. Because we've been the completely best. Apparently Santos' goal was a penalty. I don't know why it come up with that, but it definitely was not a penalty. It was a goal from open play, which was definitely a deserved goal. Now a former Evertonian of Ross Barkley, Berry. We might sign Ross Barkley back actually to get his career back on track as a backup midfielder. Cordova, can he send him through? We can't send Richarlison through. Danjuma though puts pressure on Tom Lockyer and Hashioka. Danjuma puts more pressure on him, and it's a big mistake. Danjuma crosses it in. Richarlison's there. Richarlison off the post. Gets the rebound. He can't. Doucouré does. Blocked it. Saved by Lockyer. Blocked by Lockyer. What the hell am I on about? But it's a very, very good bit of play. But as soon as Richarlison hit the post, I knew it wasn't going to be a goal. We're Barry now on the ball. Sebastian Cordova's there to intercept it. Cordova. Doucouré can't send Richarlison. Hashioka, Nakamba, Kior wins it back, and then gets tackled, but then gives it back. Now Barkley nearly trying to go for a skill move, try and get past Kior, but it did not work. And now it's Danjuma on the ball, the very quick man from Spain, Danjuma. We are performing at our best right now. Barkley on the ball. He's acting like a striker here, Ross Barkley. He's actually got past our defenders. It's Ross Barkley. Kior's there again to block it. Patterson there. It's gone out for I think it's gone out for a goal kick, and it has just about gone out for a goal kick. Has Shioka gone off there for Luton? Don't know who they bought on. I think they've actually bought on Ryan Giles for him. Mikalenko. Danjuma. Inside now to Nuno. Nuno now outside now to Amnu. Forward back now to Danjuma! Who nearly makes it 3, and he goes to curl this one in. Jared Branthwaite's up there. Sam Likonga clears it though. Richarlison nearly beats Kaminski to the ball as Carlton Morris comes back onto the pitch. Their all-time leading top goal scorer is, remember, Carlton Morris in real life with 100 and something, with like 90 goals to his name. Doucouré on the ball finds Danjuma. The man needs to get his form back. He can't get his form back because if he keep running into Ross Barkley. And now here is Ross Barkley. Can he get it forward to Carlton Morris? He can find Carlton Morris, who may or may not have just ran through Jared Branthwaite to get the ball past him. Kior, Branthwaite, Mikalenko finds Danjuma, the man who needs to get his career back on track this season. If he wants to be re-signed, now Sebastian Cordova nearly makes it 3. We cannot win every game by 2 goals. We know it. Kior! Good save there by Kaminski. They're going to ask someone to come for the ball, and it will be Sebastian Cordova. Finds Nuno Santos, who the man who took the corner to Cordova in the first place. Nuno Santos goes for goal! And it's just wide of the post, but we do win. Again, it's 2-0. We cannot score 3 goals in a played game for some reason in this career mode. But I do not care. It's a win nonetheless. We're going to go back to menu. Newcastle beat Burnley 5-0. And Arsenal beat Bournemouth 2-0. Yeah, pretty reasonable result, I'd say. We have to check the mail real quick. We've got about Beto's training again. I don't care about Beto's training though. Beto is out of the club. Bournemouth have only got 1 point from 7 games. But the thing is, Bournemouth do normally end runs in career mode. Bournemouth are a tough team to face in career mode. Before we go anywhere though, before we have to stop the video, before we end the video, we will have a look at the players. That's Haaland with 6 goals in the Premier League, as Richarlison already has 5, and he is 6th in it. Top scorer for Spurs is Son, and he has 5. That's Kulusevski with 4. The closest player is Kulusevski, that's an Everton player, is actually Santos with 3. Anyway, we'll go to the calendar to see what games we have to do tomorrow. Well, actually, yes, it will be tomorrow, which will be the 17th, because I'm actually recording this on the 15th, but it'll be up on the 16th, because I'm not posting it today, because obviously we posted the first episode. We've got Bournemouth, Liverpool and West Ham. We are definitely playing the Liverpool game. We will simulate the Bournemouth game and play the West Ham game. And then we will actually do 2 months. No, we'll only do 1 month. And then, because I wait slightly shorter, and then November will be slightly shorter, and that way we can obviously get the games in for December in 1 big episode to make up for the episode's short time. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.